What's up, Boo? Majin Buu. I don't know what's wrong with me. Let's get into the evil Majin Buu, Super Boy, Super Time Boy, and then we're gonna upgrade him to this. No need to tease. Everybody's been seeing this thing, and if you haven't seen it, that's okay too, because I just now showed it to you, so now you're technically someone that's seen it anyway. What is wrong with me? We're gonna do some fun stuff here and flip-flop and swap parts from a third-party company called TOonsen Art Toys. Let's take a look at the main figure itself, which is a beefy boy. It's actually pretty heavy. Back of the box, you get a bunch of figure shots, and look at that, Go Tanks, which we will have fun with because, hello, that part, the kit, the thing you notice is vest. Anyway, and it comes with this, which I love. So that's one of my favorite boys. Let's open this thing up and see what it's all about. So when you open your flaps and you slide out your boy, you look inside and there's a magical toy. No, I just said toy because it rhymed. But there's instructions and this little cross sell. No, what is this? Yes, it crosses like, hey, buy all these other things that you are super expensive now. And then you get the instruction sheet, which tells you how to have a good time with your Majin Boy. So you get 3 faces. And you get all these parts and things, and then be careful because it might rub off the paints, which is totally normal. All these hands, and in the back of the box, you get extra, that's not a box, that's a sheet of paper. Let's continue. Anyway, I kind of hate when figures come with parts for other figures. You know what I'm talking about? Like, wait, if I don't like this Majin Buu, but I like the big fat boy, I have to buy this one to get this head? That's so frustrating. And it's still not even the Steam one. What am I doing? I'm ruining it. Let's get into all the parts. Don't need plastic, okay? Get out of here. Bad for the environment. We've got alternate heads, so it looks like this. I'm not even gonna put it on the desk first. Look at that face, it's so grumpy. What is Sourpuss? What is Sourpuss? Then you get this one who's super angry, and there's not a lot of depth to that, which is probably, you know, construction-wise, you couldn't do that. So I guess it's okay, but I like when there's actual like depth to the mouth, whatever. It's fine. It looks cool, and it's a cartoon, so you know there's no depth to that. You get a pointy finger like this because sometimes he's got to do it, and he goes boom. Classic of him. And then you get this hand, which is like, come on over, I've got a secret to tell you, sonny boy. And then you get a left and right of this one because you gotta have your Dragon Ball figures doing blasts. And he, even though he's basically like taffy, he still does some key blasts. And you get a punchy fist on the left and right side so that you can have him punching, obviously. Now, the big fat boy head looks like this, and I love it, and his little antenna thing is popped up so that you can attach this effect, which is looking pretty good. I'm honestly a fan of this little effect because it's kind of slightly translucent. Translucent? There you go. And it's essentially on a ball joint, so you can just kind of do whatever you want with it. I love it. How nice. I like it, and if you want to see that review, it's on this channel. I'll probably put it at the end of this video if I remember to do that. Then you've got the main guy himself, okay? You want to get rid of this plastic because that's actually not part of the figure, believe it or not. So plastic is gone, that plastic is gone. Now we have this huge hunk of plastic. I mean, this thing is crazy. I'm already noticing that this is basically just plastic and that's painted, which makes me sad because I love when there's this weathered effect, but why would you, Man, how is s.h.figuarts so good at just getting 90% of the way there and then dropping the ball? Or they'll put outlines in the face and then nowhere through the body. Come on, guys. Looking at the details of this guy, he is just right out of the show. I love this. This is such a beautifully done figure, other than the stupid issue here, because they're 2 different colors anyway. Keep moving on. He's still got all his little holes for steaming, and then yeah, his articulation I think is going to be incredible. Look at that, because he's got butterfly joints. Even though it looks super goofy, depending on the angle, you're going to get some really nice looking shots out of this guy. And then articulation basically all the way down. This is so good. The limitation's probably really just these gauntlet thingies, but that's okay. And honestly, the joints are really good. And if you notice that
Hey,
what?
Aren't you going to talk about Kofi?
Well, yeah,
I mean, you talk about it almost every episode. Seems like.
I don't always talk about it, but sometimes I feel like it's a requirement.
And people can support you for like as little as $2 and help you do more of this, which is pretty crazy. And you do giveaways, which is nuts.
Oh.
There's Discord and all kinds of other benefits, but the giveaways, I mean, personally, I think that's pretty sweet, especially for Dragon Ball stuff. I mean, come on.
Okay, so sign up at Ko-fi. The link is in the description.
That's my boy.
Anywho, the head and the neck all move around however you want. And then he's got the waist. It's basically like a double time crunchy boy. So that's cool. And then the legs do splits full on, man, just going hard. And then look at all these cuts all the way down. Even though they're painted different colors, we're not painted at all, you still get wide range of articulation. And then the wrist and then the toes. I like toes. That's weird. Now, what's next? The big thing, the big point of the video, really, because someone's probably already seen a review of that thing. Bye-bye, Mr. Majin Buu. Majin. Nope. So what's going on with this TOonsen Arts toys? Look at this. There's a whole lot of stuff in here. This is fantastic. Now, I got this thing from... I forgot the website I ordered it from. I'll put it on the screen. Doesn't matter. Lots of goodies. Get out of here, Mr. Boo. So let's take a look. We've got extra long headpiece, which is good articulation there. It rotates at the midway point, and it's on a ball hinge, so that's cool. That's gonna be fun and fine, because with these alternate heads, you gotta have that. And you get some more punchy fists, which actually look a lot different, so let's compare them. Wow, massively different, size-wise, really. It's just like the size of it. So, I guess that's good for whatever reason. And then you get this, which is pretty sweet. Comes with a little effect piece in there, and it just kind of barely pops on. So there's a little bit of a distance for it to enter. Yuck. But it's not gonna stay on. There's no click or anything like that. So you're really just gonna have to like set it there, like put it, it's just gonna fall off is what I'm trying to say. But that's cool, I like that. That's a very sharp, awesome looking piece. More hands, I like that. So you get these kind of fighting stance or gripping hands, which is pretty sweet, left and right of that. And these kind of look like the standard stuff you get with like a Goku or somebody. These fighting stance hands, which, you know, of course, because he's absorbing people. And you get some new Ki Blast hands. They're shaped a bit different. I like these, like the way the fingers are kind of like spread out a little bit more. So pretty sweet to have those. You get this face, which is nice and, you know, like cocky, kind of laughing. Very evil. I like it. And you get this totally new face, which is looking pretty nice. I like the sculpt work here. The coloring, the inking and stuff is still nice, even for like a third party. Sometimes you never know. But TOonsen Art's doing some good stuff here. And the feel of the plastic, by the way, is very different. Then you get this face, which is just like a cool smirk, man. His eyes are just like deeply under those eyebrows because he is just real sure of himself. And you get this piece, which is great because look, you don't have to do any hard work to put this together. This is just like taking a jacket and putting it on. Imagine that. And you may have seen my other reviews. Sometimes third-party parts require a lot of work and you gotta heat stuff up and disassemble it and everything. This, we just did it. We just put it on like a jacket and it's good to go. And now it looks awesome. So you've not done any damage to your figure. You can easily recreate a whole like iconic scene with him absorbing Gotenks. And then if you take one of these alternate heads and then you take this ball joint and you pop it in there, kind of like with Android 21 and her tail, you get that ball joint in there, which, you know, is noticeable, but it also is like the best way to do something like this. Anyway, now you take that, you pop it onto this neck hole, peg. Look at that. What a transformation. Literally, oops. So the neck, you gotta fiddle around with it. But look at this, this is so nice. And I actually, the hands are way more detailed. Like you can see it's not as like squishy looking, I don't know, plump looking. So the new hands are pretty cool. I like this. This is such a good upgrade. I mean, if you're a Majin Buu fan, I think this is kind of a no-brainer, right? And then you get all the extra heads, so you get your Fat Boy Buu, you get these, you get all these hands. This is so good. And another great review you gotta check out is how to upgrade this guy with these incredible head sculpts and Super Saiyan 3 for Gotenks. So if you like this guy, you're a fan of him, then check out the other videos. So I'll put those at the end so you can choose which one you want to watch. How about that? It's up to you. Choice is yours. Now you feel like you have power, but you don't. It's all been controlled. My telepathy is controlling you. I'm just gonna give up. So is this figure worth it? Yes. Is the accessory set worth it? If you're a fan of that look, you like the whole Gotenks thing, but it's the fact that it's non-destructive, yeah, definitely worth it. I am happy with my purchases. My 2 purchases that I paid money for. Nobody gave me this stuff for free. I want free stuff. If you enjoyed this, then click one of those videos at the end there at the top. But thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.